Hey, John! I didn't know you worked for our subcontractor. Your face when we ran into each other at the entrance, it still makes me laugh. You're still as trashy as when we met at the reunion party 7 years ago. Hi there, Micah. I bet you were surprised to see your classmate from middle school at your client's company. Well, you were also making an interesting face. What? You learned to talk back, huh? You used to be so quiet, nerdy, and at the lowest of the hierarchy back in school, a piece of trash from a poor family. Micah, how long do you think it's been since we graduated middle school? We're already 35. It's been long since we both became adults. And the company I work for has a transaction going with your company. Let's both grow up and talk in a mature manner. Mature, huh? The subcontractor is basically our slave, isn't that very logical, no? Slave? If you don't want to be one, you can be a servant. That's the same thing. A guy who works for the subcontractor has no right to say that. Gosh, it's gonna be so easy now that I know you're working for them. I'm not involved in the contract between your company, though. Let's keep in touch. Micah, about the mail you sent to my address I use for work, what are the files attached to the mail? Huh? There was no title nor any text in the mail, so I was wondering what you sent it for. Judging from the file name, it looks like it's about a different client. What is this? Oh, about that! If you made a mistake and sent it to me, I'll delete it without opening the file. Nope, it's not a mistake. Huh? Then what is it? The price offered by your rival company is written on it. Does that mean this is their estimate? Yup. Look through it carefully and offer us a better price next time. If you can't do that, we're not signing a contract with your company again. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you sent me the actual estimate sent to you by our rival company. You're right. Did you ask for their permission? Huh? Why do I need to do that? That's a huge problem. Oh! This estimate was made by our rival company for a transaction between your company and them. You can't just send the information to another company without asking for permission. Huh? A trashy employee from a subcontractor has no right to talk back to me like this. Just check that estimate provided by your rival company. If you can offer us a better price, we'll renew our contract. If not, we're calling it off right away. I can't look through documents that involve other companies without permission. Huh? If I take even a glance, you might be punished for it. I'll keep this a secret this time and delete it without looking at it, so don't do this again, okay? Huh? Who do you think you are? I'm giving a trashy employee like you a chance. How dare a piece of trash object against an elite like me? We can cancel our transaction right now if you want to. You call yourself an elite? Is that a problem for you? I had always been clear that I was born as an elite. Well, it's true that you were smart and athletic back in middle school. Teachers were also very impressed by your performance, right? And now I work at a company that's your main contractor, meaning I'm way higher in the social hierarchy than you. It's obvious that you're a piece of trash and I'm an elite. No matter how hard you try, our status will always stay like this. So just look at the estimate I sent you and agree to provide the products at a cheaper price than now. I told you I can't. I'm telling you not to talk back, you piece of trash. I don't care if you call me a piece of trash. Do you know that if you push this case harder, you might lose your position? Those threats won't work on me. Most importantly, I can't decide alone whether we can provide the products cheaper than other companies. First of all, another employee from my company is in charge of dealing with the transactions between your company. You should know that I can't reply to you about this case right away when I'm not even involved in this transaction.
Then I'll give you a week. I'll text you again Friday afternoon, so make the decision by then.
I see. Looks like you're forcefully trying to make us offer you a cheaper price.
Of course.
Okay, then we'll talk again Friday afternoon.
Good, you understand. You should have just agreed to it from the beginning. If you don't want us to cancel our transaction, make sure you follow what I said.
You're the one who's gonna be canceled.
Huh?
Goodbye, then.
Hey, John, what did you do?
Hello, Micah.
I don't have time to greet you. When I got to work today, they called me to a meeting room, and they told me to stay at home for a while as punishment. When I asked for the reason, they told me that it's because I sent you the estimate from your rival company. Only me and you knew about this, which means that you're the one who told my boss.
You're not wrong, but first I sent the file to my boss. Of course I didn't open it even once. I asked my boss to check with Mr. Henry, your boss, if the file was something we are really allowed to see.
How dare you do that?
I thought it was pretty obvious that this would happen.
Why?
You would have definitely been punished for not getting permission before sending me that. But alongside the estimate by another company, you also sent me some confidential files.
Huh? Confidential?
Things that would affect their future was written on here. You sent something so important to an employee from another company. You did something that would basically make you a spy, Micah.
Spy? You're making it sound worse.
Well, I wonder why you got suspended from work then.
Huh?
I bet they're deciding what to do with you.
What?
Did you really think that this was a normal suspension?
I just sent a single email.
You sent confidential files to another person. You should understand how problematic it is for you to send confidential files to others.
Oh, but you said you didn't take a look. That means nothing happened, basically. Did you explain that to your boss?
Listen, Micah, the problem is not that.
Why?
You spread confidential information to someone from outside the company. You should be punished for that action itself. It doesn't mean that you should be forgiven just because I didn't open the file and see what was inside.
No way. Wait, I know. I have a way out.
Way out?
I'll tell them that you made me do it.
Huh?
Yours and their company are rivals anyway. I'll tell them that you made me take part in your plan to defeat your rival company. I bet the executives from my company would believe me over an employee working for a subcontractor.
Hey, can I ask you something?
What?
Your company decided who'll be the next CEO, right?
What does that have to do with this?
You still don't get it?
Huh?
The next CEO of the company you're working for now is me.
What? Huh? Hey, stop with all the nonsense. You work for the subcontractor. There's no way you can become the CEO of the main contractor no matter what you do.
After you went home and demanded a suspension from work, I announced it during the morning meeting.
What?
I guess you didn't know because you worked at a different branch, but I always worked at the headquarters.
Seriously?
The reason why I was there on that day as one of the employees at a meeting with the clients was because employees asked for an investigation regarding an overwhelming amount of complaints against the branch you worked at. I asked one of the companies for their cooperation, and when I was going undercover, I met you.
What?
And as a result of investigating, I found out that you were the reason.
Seriously?
We'll decide how to deal with you soon, but you better be prepared to be fired. A few days later, Micah got fired before he could set foot into the office again. When I interviewed more employees, I found out that he was being very pressuring against other employees as well, and he was clearly an employee with a problematic attitude. If he stopped causing trouble after that, we could have ended this peacefully, but he barged into my parents' house. To get revenge on me firing him, he made a huge mess at our entrance and garden. After he messed up everything, he laughed loudly, saying that I deserved it. But actually, my parents already moved into a new place long ago. So in the end, the current resident called the police on him, and he got arrested right there. He got a criminal record, and because he has to pay for compensation and everything, I'm pretty sure he has a very dark future waiting for him.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.